Insulin resistance is the major cause of death and disability. Well, one of the major underlying safety valves for insulin resistance is metabolically active muscle mass. Well, you want to decrease body fat, but you want to increase muscle mass. Do you just want to completely lose weight? Well, a lot of people get too hung up on losing weight. I had a patient yesterday who's always been into, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger with big muscles. And the reality is, especially with men, you can get too hung up on that. You want metabolically active muscles. There's a fellow named Richard the Ant Hawthorne. Actually, I did a video on him and Arnold. And Richard the Ant is called the Ant because he's got several world records for lifting deadlifts, bench press, I think squats, and some other things, multiples of his body weight. He weighs like 135, 145 pounds, but he's lifting like 650 pounds multiple times. And so the point behind that is don't get too caught up in terms of having, a BMI of 25, something like that. I mean, you clearly have a lot of room, and I'm not saying that's what your BMI is, but I tend to see that. People say, when I get below a BMI of 25, everybody starts telling me I look skinny. If you're at a healthy weight, you're usually going to get a few people telling you, you look too skinny, you look sick. If you're not hearing people tell you that, you're probably not thin enough. And don't worry about getting thin because, like with Richard the Ant Hawthorne, you don't need to have giant muscles to have strong metabolically active muscles. And that's what we want. Why do we want metabolically active muscles? And what has that got to do with insulin resistance? Active muscles bypass ailing insulin receptors. Let me repeat that. Metabolically active muscles bypass insulin receptors. So think about those as you continue to worry about weight loss, muscle mass, things like that. The balance of muscle to fat and the metabolic activity of that muscle tissue than I am actual just muscle mass itself. And I need to really start clarifying that.